What's up, guys? You're in the zone. I'm one of your hosts, Jonathan. We got John.
Charlie. And Ryan.
Oh, yeah.
That was electric. All right. Today we got, a regular showing. Spring sports coming to a close.
Closing.
Only two
An
more.
ending of a chapter.
Yeah.
Ending of an era.
Yeah, honestly.
Not just a chapter.
With only 2 podcasts to go, I mean, that's the real reason we're sad. Only so much left to
Couldn't
talk
be
about.
happier.
Yeah.
Love you too, Johnny.
We invite them all. It is what it is. The original guys are happy. But,
Oh, another shot at you guys.
Happens.
yeah. But, baseball came to an end the other day. It was a tough loss. Manasquan, one of the best. What's seed really?
15.
One of the best 15 seeds, they say. I think it was apparent. I saw a little bit of the game. It's a tough loss. And then girls lacrosse.
They're
ended-
done. They did not make states.
Yeah, ended very
but
briskly.
What day was our last podcast? The 18th?
I think so.
Okay, so they lost to Whippany Park that day by 1 goal.
Tough game.
And then they lost again versus Mobeard.
Went 5-13.
No. I was
And
really
Then they won their last game.
pumped up. They started off the season 3-1, 3-game winning streak. I'm like, wow, this is gonna be positive year.
We were like,
I mean, they beat Gill.
Projected.
They beat York Academy. They beat Milburn.
Did
Milburn.
you guys played Gill this weekend, right?
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
smoked.
it was.
Is that a private school?
Yeah, it was a rough game.
I think for a
50
private
grand to go there.
Really?
for a
At
private
least.
school, they're not as insane as they should.
Their basketball's really good, or they used to be really
They
good.
Is that in Bernards?
You said
No.
Baco and Nas Cunningham.
Actually, I thought, is it next to?
It's like Tewksbury.
Yeah.
Area.
It's nice, very nice where it is, but I feel like the team could be. For how much
Why are you
funding?
wiping
before.
How much funding is in the?
It's a
Gills?
it's a very nice school. They got nice.
Nice jerseys,
Oh
nice
my God,
everything.
We
Was
played
just
them in
nice.
baseball last year. At
Were
the
they any
autism
good?
games.
Gladstone.
I think they might be.
Autism awareness games.
They might be really good at soccer. I think. That would check out.
They used to be they were like top 25 in basketball. They had
Yeah, they used to be.
Baco and Cunningham, but they both transferred.
But yeah, girls lacrosse. It was. If you got to see some games, you had a good time. I think a great energy around the
There's
team.
a gap year.
Yeah, definitely a gap
it's
year.
tough. Like the average goals per game is probably like 13, so that's not easy.
It's definitely a fun
They
sport.
goalie got
Missing
hurt,
their
though.
goalie, exactly.
I think they have fun at their practices. They're doing the whole.
Yeah.
Don't they like dress up and have like theme practices?
Megan
and
Kim had
stuff?
43 goals this year.
Yeah, talk about a dog.
58
Let's clap it up
points.
for Megan Kim. Listen, no real surprises with the team other than I wouldn't call it a surprise. Megan Kim.
I'll give it a surprise. Waverly had 33 goals.
Wow. I wouldn't even call it, but she's like pretty insane at every.
She's a
sport
good
she does.
athlete.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's playing
she-
up. Have you?
College soccer or college
College
lacrosse?
Soccer.
She might. Who knows? I don't know if Waynesburg has a lacrosse team. Maybe she also fence. Who knows? But yeah,
Three-sport athlete?
Yeah, fencing.
That's like a
soccer.
quiet three-sport athlete.
Yeah.
I didn't really think about that.
so we is this? I think I predicted them to go 8-10. 5-13. Not too far off. You guys predicted 500. Chuck, we don't have. You're.
Was I off the podcast? That
You
day?
weren't on the one. That
You,
one.
okay.
That was a good day for me then.
Yeah, I mean you weren't wrong.
That was the one we were in there.
Oh, yeah, I actually liked that podcast. The background was really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
It's a
sick.
little scruffed
Tight.
up though. No table, but good vibe. Blue collar.
It's better than these lights, dude.
John's overstimulated. Yeah, too much is going on.
He's smart. He brought the hat.
Yeah.
Maybe you should bring sunglasses next podcast.
Maybe I will.
Maybe goggles.
We need a good theme for the last couple episodes here. Make it fun.
I've been talking about it, but no one ever said
I'm gonna dress up next podcast.
suits.
If you dress up, I'll dress up.
I'll dress up in a suit if.
Let's not give away our.
What about
If you have any ideas?
What about like
Whoa,
togas?
we get our first
We're
comment
not
on one of
toga
these.
podcasting.
Shoot a comment in the
Drop-
comment section. First
Drop
comment.
a comment.
Holy.
Yeah, first comment ever on the podcast. we'll
It'll probably be me watching it. And I'll just write something stupid.
John will log into his mom's account. Just
No, John has a burner account, Pokemon Lover 123 or something.
We have Mr. Cordia merch. But
the burner that compliments himself every YouTube video.
Who's that guy in the blue hoodie? Kid's a stud. That's me.
yeah.
You would do something like that too.
Let's see what other. We'll leave the sports that are still going on for then. Then we got, like we said, baseball. I think it's a young team.
Who's still going?
What?
Who's still going? Track?
Track's
is
still
the huge
going.
meet prom
Softball's
weekend.
making a run.
Yeah, that will leave for last. But baseball, honestly, a foundational year. You got mainly sophomores and freshmen starting. You got guys like Zach Gertzman, Denora, Mann, Novotny, Diskin, Denorcio, all these.
Denorcio.
Not Denorcio. What's
Denora.
the pitch? What's the catcher?
Oh,
Basile.
Basile.
Oh, I get them confused. They look the same.
But all of those,
Same haircut. My bad.
all of them are freshmen and sophomore. People say Zach Gertzma is the best thing since Soretti.
Denorcio's the wrestler.
Obviously, maybe not as good,
Yeah.
but it could be. You never know.
It's always a good sign when your two middle infielders are playing in the underclass All-Star game.
Yeah.
Schaefer's a sophomore?
Junior. But it's they do like soft freshmen to juniors. They have their own All-Star game for seniors.
The more you know. I mean, he's still a junior. But I think in 2 years, when Diskin is a senior, that team is going to breeze through the
Diskin
conference.
pitches that year.
Yeah, I mean, even this year, I mean, looking at it, we had 151 innings combined as a team that we pitched, and there was only 25 of them from upperclassmen, juniors and seniors.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've got a couple surprises to talk about. John leading the team in innings pitched, or pitches thrown. Which one was it? Or was it both?
Well,
It's both?
no. Innings pitched, because
31
pitches wouldn't be a good
strikeouts,
thing.
huh?
Yeah. An innings pitched, which is very odd considering you made 3 starts.
I made like 4 or 5.
3 or 4.
I missed half the season.
Exactly, and still led the team in innings. But I think that says a lot about how young the team is. Also, John hitting 377 by the grace of God. I don't know if he went to
There
the
was-
Pope and got his bat blessed before the season.
There were some balls where were
Voodoo.
And he was
They
he
cracked-
was
they-
slugging over 500, so it wasn't like hitting soft rollers. He was making some
the
decent.
ball was
contact.
bouncing the right way all year. That's all I'd
Yeah,
say.
I think also George's fielding making a nice jump. I think was relatively
Yeah.
shocking. He DH'd a lot last year.
Yeah.
You know,
He made some spectacular catches.
He did
this
have
year.
he
some
had
sliding
very
catches.
good catches.
I think that's great towards his in the next step of his career. Zach Gertzma is I wouldn't even call it a surprise. I mean, for some people who weren't aware of the underclassmen.
What do you think your biggest surprise is for the year so far? Or so far, I guess, for the season?
For us,
Yeah.
I would say how quickly the underclassmen were able to adapt to the varsity level and play against, because they're, what are they, 14?
15.
14,
2016.
14, 15,
Yeah.
16. They're playing against grown men. Like the kid from Manasquan was 18 and 8 months.
Yeah.
Like
It's insane.
there's a 4-year difference. Like
Yeah.
it's a lot.
Definitely, I definitely agree. I think that and that's just going to show how in 2 years when they are that age, it's going to be
Scary team.
that's going to be a nuts team. It's going to be like that. What 2017 was it, Soretti?
18.
18. That 2018
Well, they won
team.
states that
Yeah,
year?
when
Counties.
they just steamrolled with
4 losses.
That was the no-
Stephen
number one-
Reed balanced breakfast. They need to
Balanced
they need to get
Yeah.
so,
I think that's the biggest thing. Everybody getting bigger,
Some of those eggs.
eating healthy.
Playing multiple sports for
Sausage.
sure.
Multiple
That's
sports.
my big
Bacon.
thing.
Multiple
play
sports
play
is
every
definitely-
sport. Why not?
Play football, play basketball, play soccer.
John, you got any
Nothing wrong
surprises
with it.
you saw?
Yeah, I mean, my biggest surprise would probably be, because I mean, you knew like Zach, like you said, Keith Mann throws hard. He pitched well this year. I would say Anthony DeNora pitching. He wasn't really a kid coming into the season that's like, oh, he's gonna throw like 20 innings and be like have a 1 ERA.
Yeah.
And then he came out and threw 20 innings with a 1 ERA. So I was definitely a curveball.
I think Vinny Graham also
Vinny
definitely
Graham.
pleasantly surprised people.
Yeah.
Vinny Graham stepping up in big games like Cranford. I know we lost
Johnson.
it. Johnson.
That was a big game.
Honestly, a lot of all around the board for the underclass was Loyola too.
Yeah.
Some
I think-
great starts.
Another, pleasant surprise was Jonathan moving to first and fielding very well.
Yeah.
I think
Gold
that's
glove mentality.
yeah.
over there.
Jonathan is a spectacular fielder and was willing. Basile comes in, freshman. He's willing to say, put him behind the dish. I'm a better fielder first.
Yeah, just the way our lineup worked out. Didn't have Diskin got hurt, needed a first baseman. He stepped up and filled the role.
Definitely, Chuck. You got any surprises? I know you're not a big baseball guy.
Well, when they're talking on that, talking Gertzman up, I was like, no way.
Yeah,
I don't know if he's the next Soretti, but certainly good.
certainly, very good.
Good take.
There you go.
It's hard to live up to Serenity.
Yeah, I think the biggest difference is that switch hitting. I think that's
Yeah,
That's the
time.
difference.
that's what made Soretti such a.
See, it mainly because we watched that game last year. He was batting lefty.
Well, it's based off of what.
You face righties.
If you
Most
face
people
righty,
lefty
you
or
bat
righty.
lefty. You face lefties, bat righty.
Really weird stance. Literally, hands up nice and like tight to his body. It's kind of weird,
Like
but
this?
it's pretty
No, like his
weird.
Not in
bat's
front of
like
his
going
face.
down his.
I don't know.
Hey,
I've seen some people go like that. A little wrist flick.
Pullers, yep, sir. Stay inside the ball.
Little
All about
flick
the
of the
top
wrist.
hand. How you know? How you know? I don't
That's
know.
all you need.
Yeah.
Ball's coming 100 miles per hour. 1 mile per hour.
Did you guys
What
do
about-
predictions for the baseball? Oh yeah.
27 wins, but you gave us like
No,
you
but
said
we had
you
lost
said
count. My
No,
lost
no,
count
no.
was about 5 or 6.
Yeah, yeah. So I told them
Yeah, I was way
what I
off.
told you guys. 30 games.
You had like 3 losses. That was like 20. I had
You
like 5 or
guys,
6.
you had 25 or 26 wins, and you had the. I'll go the positive. You only had us for 5 losses, so you were 2 losses off.
The math was off on how many games. you
Yeah,
guys
we,
played.
Yeah.
we were thinking 31
We
games.
didn't
You guys
play a
played-
lot of games this year, really.
Yeah.
Same
Well,
for lacrosse. Actually, no,
couple
we played
canceled.
more games in lacrosse.
Yeah.
Well, they said the spring season this year was the shortest of all the seasons so far.
Yeah.
We've played more games,
And of course, it's our senior
and we
year.
haven't gone
Yeah.
anywhere.
You guys missed like the whole spring break. You guys were like nowhere to be
You guys
found.
didn't do anything.
You guys were in friggin'
Well, we had 3 days off.
God knows where.
We had 3 days off.
Yeah, we were.
And we came to Cranford. Definitely showed that we had 3 days
You guys
off.
were in the boonies for a couple of days.
A little hiatus.
Wait, was that why we went to Pennsylvania?
I had to truck you guys out.
Oh, yeah,
You
we did
came
go to
back with like
Pennsylvania.
ticks and this.
What?
John, you didn't tick check anyone.
He wishes he did.
John was just in bed by 7. John was in bed by 7:30 every night with a cup of tea. He's just upset he wasn't with us.
So bad. But no, moving along to boys lacrosse. I think everyone was pleasantly surprised with how boys lacrosse did. Started off slow, like a rough start to the schedule, opponent-wise. Picked it up, swept the Clank, went to Par Hills.
Who are we talking about?
Boys lacrosse.
I'm aware, but like which game
The one where
that mattered?
the Par Hills, I think it was.
The championship game? That was Morris Hills.
No, I'm saying the first Par Hills game. Like when we were struggling a little, we went to Par Hills.
Oh, yeah.
Won 8-7 or 8-6.
Would you say that's
8-6.
the turning point in the year?
No.
No?
No, that was a terrible game.
Every game's a terrible game. Chuck says. 'Cause he sees every flaw.
Some kid had 6 goals against you guys from Bernard's.
Bernards, yeah. Voigt.
But I personally think that was the turning point of the season. We turned it up from there. Yeah, look.
Tough
We
day.
were 1-3. We went against Par Hills and we won 3 in a row.
Yeah, they're bums.
Yeah, but we won.
The turning point of the season, realistically, was after we lost to Johnson. We had an okay game against Dayton. We played one of our best games against New Prov, and then we beat Hanover Park, beat Johnson. That's when we really got good.
Yeah. That's fair. You could say that was also.
That was probably like.
But we also.
Versus Johnson, that was like it was still a sloppy game, but it was like
I think the issue
Probably the
that
best lacrosse we
the
played all
reason
year.
this wasn't the turning point was because we had such a soft spot in our schedule after that. We played Boonton, Clifton, Morris Catholic, and then we had to play
those-
Johnson. Those are 3 very
You yawning
bad,
over here? Come on, wake
What?
it up. Be fresh.
very bad teams. But I think surprise-wise. Oh wait, are we gonna talk MVPs from some of the teams?
I think all of
I
them are
didn't
fair.
really see half of them. Like I couldn't find some of them. I know
I
that.
mean, Lindy and you chose Lindy, and then
What
the
about- what
breakout
about-
was Luca. That was probably
Yeah.
on point.
Can we? Can,
What about an after-season MVP?
Oh, like after we'll pick it.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Can we? Is it too early or is it?
No, not for lacrosse. I think-
Lacrosse, we
I
got
think-
1 to 2 games left.
Yeah.
All right, let's start off easy. Can we start for girls lacrosse?
Girls
Girls across
lacrosse,
Megan
Kim.
Megan Kim.
Round the board.
Oh, breakout player, I
Breakout?
think Caitlin Castillo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take that.
She had like 6 goals one game or something
Little
like
play.
that.
Can we do like comeback play or just those two?
Now, who to look out for next year? Maria Di Pasquale, I think, is an
Yeah.
easy.
That's some big time.
Yeah.
That'll be big time.
Then baseball, MVP. I mean,
Johnny. My eyes.
Johnny two-way.
Hernandez.
Ohtani. Hernandez is the people's MVP.
1 for 4, baby. 2 for 250.
Nah,
on the year.
JP batting 800.
JP had a.
That's like
Slick.
Labisi's face-off record.
Yeah.
1 face-off ever, and he won it.
He also grabbed the lacrosse ball and put it on the ground and got illegal procedure one game
What?
in a varsity game.
Yeah, he got it.
That's probably why
He
you
caught
quit.
it with his hand, because like it was coming to him. He just takes his hand off his stick, catches it with his hand, then like
He
puts
was
on the
too
ground.
hockey. He was like he
Did he
had too
quit
much
or what
hockey in him.
happened?
It's a controversial subject.
Oh, sorry.
But Johnny's a good pick. George was obviously the best hitter probably. Then Gertzma.
I don't know.
Let's
Any of
look at the
those.
stats. See.
I think if you want to talk, it's kind of like in the
Stats-wise.
MLB these days. They're saying shouldn't Shohei Ohtani win every MVP because he's the only guy that can contribute that much. Yes, so we can say Johnny, but I feel like separating it. I think
What do they do? The WAR nowadays wins above replacement.
I'm a big stat nerd. You probably would have. You didn't.
No,
Well, yeah, because that's the same thing. Shohei wins it every. He has
Yeah.
the best WAR.
that's
he
what,
does the
that's
two
what
things.
I'm trying to say. Yeah.
But Johnny didn't even pitch the whole year.
Yeah, but he pitched more than George pitched.
Yeah.
You know that probably like a secretly high WAR dude, J.P. Murphy. His WAR would be up
He
there,
didn't
dude.
have. You need plate appearances.
Do you?
need
They don't
that
count
guy.
the what's like the defensive
Defense.
stat?
You'd have insane defensive.
His
WAR.
defensive WAR would
It's
be
like
insane.
Bader out there,
Through
dude.
the roof.
He just flies out all over the place.
You would have a good amount of WAR too, dude. For first base, saving a lot of runs.
Yeah. So there's a lot of different guys because baseball, it's just there's so many moving factors.
Yeah.
It's definitely a harder call. For lacrosse, for boys lacrosse, now this is gonna sound like an odd pick. I would say Kyle.
Kyle Motz.
Kyle Motz. The reason I say Kyle is because when Kyle wasn't there, the defense.
I like that because that was my
defense-
that was my MVP pick at the end of the year, beginning of the year.
Yeah.
So-
He's so crucial to that defense. He's the grittiest. When he's not on the field, whether he's dealing
Vengeance.
with one of his injuries, the team struggles the most. You could also say a similar case with Matt Miller. I think that'll be a year or two from now, just because Matt Miller
What was that? Your pick, right? Your pick was Miller.
for a breakout. I think Miller's a dog. He just has.
200.7 away.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about that. I think Miller's a dog, but he's just got to stay out of the box. He's still a sophomore. But he can do a lot of things well, and I think he'll definitely be that MVP guy in the next year or two.
So what's your record? 11-8 here.
Yep.
How many games you got left?
With states, so,
So
when
so my thing could be pretty on my prediction. I think I was 10-8.
Yeah. That is pretty spot on.
I
So,
missed that
hold on.
podcast.
Any other MVP?
was-
What do you guys think for MVP?
for who?
Lacrosse.
Gotta be Lindy. Dude.
Wendy.
Lindy's put up an insane year.
Lindy or Brett, honestly.
They're like
Even wrong at
they're
it.
they're good.
Ranga had a very good year. Definitely because we threw him a little shade in the beginning of the year. Took that personal.
Did we?
Michael Jordan.
I threw him.
Yeah, we threw him a little shade on his. He didn't really play much defense, but we said he should swap back to him.
56 goals is absurd
For who?
for Lindy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
How many
7
career
away from-
goals
or
did he
9
have?
away.
7 away from 200 points. And then Brett is almost has 100 goals as a junior.
That's awesome.
The team is going to be
Yeah, he
interesting
has
next year without
Brett,
Lindy,
11
but
goals.
Will Sotosanti has a goal.
yeah, it was actually funny. It tipped off his stick when on a pass, but he's been injured pretty
Does
much.
Gert have a goal yet?
Yeah, he scored against Clifton.
No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, no, one.
Dude,
Yeah.
one of the most awesome things I saw all year for you guys. I didn't watch a lot of games. Kyle Motz coming down against Dayton.
That coast-to-coast goal was
ripping top
awesome.
Chad. That was awesome.
I think it was a bad shot, but
I don't know. It was
Same
pretty
thing.
awation.
It bounced up, Judd.
It bounced top Chad. That was
Chuck, you
that
got-
was a fun game. You guys.
You got an MVP, Chuck? Maybe that isn't.
I'd go either Brett or Lindy.
No one in that midfield line like a. I think Luca was also
Luca was probably my definitely my big.
Oh,
breakout
my
player,
breakout. I'm 2 for 2.
a very crucial contributor. Guys,
but even,
guys that stepped up.
broken clock.
Yeah.
Guys that stepped up.
Why are
Gertzman
you
stepped
touching
up.
me?
Boys, let's relax. All right, John.
Did you touch me from
Gertzman's
this side?
That was Gertzman stepped up defensively. Made one of those guys that needs to stay out of the box. Lots of penalties. Kingsley, I think.
I like it though.
Yeah.
A lot of soft calls on him.
What's like a good face-off win percentage in college?
I don't know. That's a Chuck question.
70s.
So 67 is not getting the job done.
No, Chifa, but it's super inconsistent with Chifa because Chifa was either crushing dudes or would go against a very good kid, and it would kind of.
Well, also it's more like, and all these are more evenly matched.
Yeah, and he's also been playing hurt pretty much most of the season, whether it's his knee or his ankle, or he getting hit in the head by Y2.
Yeah, Chief is like on like Division 1 level,
Well,
like percentage wise, but you gotta look more like,
Who he's going against?
yeah. Like,
So like an
Can you-
absolute
like-
snow would be like in the 9s.
like
It's an alien.
Like for
Oh.
high school Division
Oh.
1 for sure.
Oh, high school, yeah. High school guy is D1 bound, depending on who's playing, definitely.
well, high school D1 depends where he's playing. If he's playing for Seton Hall, he might have a lower one because he's playing other
Yeah.
D1 kids.
Now, a little state game preview. Who's got to step up? I think
But defense,
Kingsley, filling in that absence of Luca. Chris Ronga will be back, which is huge. And I think Griffin. I got to vouch for Griffin.
Griffin
kid's
played
good.
well the one game I saw.
When was this?
Dayton?
3.86. That was like,
Dayton?
Chief lost him. Like,
I think it was
9%.
Griffin. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Man, but last game we played, Griffin balled out in the clears. I heard Chuck got very pleased because when a midi messes up a clear, don't be near Chuck. Chuck doesn't like it. Chuck doesn't like when anyone messes up his clears. But Griffin did very good on the clears. I think he'll be.
bounces out of Kyle's stick every time I throw it to him.
Yeah, but he makes up for it.
Oh, Mitchell Myers, how you doing?
But Griffin, Kingsley, and Chait are going to be huge for the state game, and I think it's a totally winnable game for GL lacrosse. Chuck, I mean, obviously Chuck's a crucial piece there. Can't get caught asleep in net, which he really hasn't since dropping the ball sophomore year.
Can we can I talk about softball?
Yeah, let's
Yeah, we
move
can.
on.
We gotta
I'm
move
trying
on.
to eat today.
Softball's having one of the best years and
That game was awesome.
And it's still a young
yesterday.
team.
They're 18-6 right now. No, we'll talk about that later. They're 18-6 right now. They have a chance of getting.
Yeah,
They have a
not
chance
much.
of getting 20 wins. First time in 6 or 7 years where they had 23 wins in 2016.
This is actually I'm actually don't want to break your subject.
Yeah.
This is we tied the most wins we ever got.
Who? You guys?
Boys across. If we can
What's-
win, if we can win tomorrow, first ever state win, break the wins record for GL lacrosse.
Was it 12?
Yeah.
Yeah, 12 wins. It's our record.
Who would have thought? Yeah, so
Everyone.
softball, they just won the first round of states. They play tomorrow for the second round.
Who are they playing?
They're playing.
Oh, they beat Monmouth?
And they
they're
lost
playing,
that tough game on Friday.
Yeah, we'll get to that one. They're playing Johnson tomorrow, which, in my eyes, should be a walk in the park.
Can't
They were
doubt
a
it
higher
though. It's kind
county
of like
seed.
You're
though.
gonna be clipped.
it's kind of like
You're gonna be
in
clipped.
division NFL teams. No matter how
You know?
big the skill gap is, they
Yeah,
get
like,
gritty.
look at
And
us.
We've been
every
having
game is
such a
close.
good year on the predictions, I would hate to ruin it now. I really would.
It's like the Jets versus the Eagles. Last year we were a better team, but or not no Jets versus the Patriots. We were a better team, but yet we lost.
All right.
yeah, because it's
Stick to
just
girls
grit.
softball.
No, but it's the point that when you face a rival,
It's matchups in,
Anything
in
can
baseball, softball. It's
You'll
matchups.
watch
It's who's pitching is. It's not really bad the team.
you,
Just
you
need
let
one
the
arm.
pressure get to you. Though.
Yeah. That's why a
Oh,
big
couple
thing is
batters, it's
Is it home or away?
it's home. I expect a lot of people to be there. I will
I
be
can't
there.
I don't know if I will be in attendance.
What else? They
I'm
also just lost in the county finals last week against Cranford. It was
gritty loss.
gritty loss. I
Damn
mean,
it, Cranford.
when you don't have your relief pitcher there, it's kind of tough.
Who's the
Alina
relief
wasn't there.
I don't know what the situation
She had
was.
prom.
Apparently, she came late and wasn't warmed up. But Katie
You
doesn't.
gotta live your life. You know, I'm fine with that.
I'm not.
I'm sorry, if I'm in the
I'm
Union
sorry.
County Championship, I'm dropping everything.
Yeah, it's
Huh?
state
You know what?
sectional final for baseball.
I don't. We
was-
can't judge her though.
No, we're not
You
going to
can't
talk.
judge
We're
her.
talking about sports. We
Personal
don't-
call.
Personal life. That's good for her. She had fun.
Yeah,
Whatever.
she had a good
But that was a tough
Good she
game.
made the decision she wanted.
yeah, that's what it's about.
Exactly. So they lost that game 2-1. They got lucky, I will say. Girl hit a tank, solo home run. Then they had first and second. Girl hit another tank, hit top of the fence and bounced right back in. That could have been.
That's baseball softball
That
for
went
you.
an inch our way. That could have been a game changer.
You get under that at just
exactly.
1 degree
Deepest
greater.
part of the park. So that kept us
Hit
in.
it 1% harder.
Yeah, or it's like at the end of the Manasquan
Little
game,
launch angle stuff.
Little launch angle.
Basile hit a absolute
Turd.
laser straight to the center fielder. It's just how the sport goes.
That's,
Yeah.
Yep. And then a little dribbler would be a hit like Schaefer's earlier in the game.
Yeah.
It's just
It's the beauty of it.
So I think we go softball. They go as far as their pitching allows them because Katie DeBell does a great job keeping them off balance. Little slower of a pitcher.
Funky.
But then you
Did
need-
you think Chuck was
I
gonna
thought
hit
you
you
were
with
going
an
to sneeze
elbow?
on me.
Have
I
you
thought you
have you
meant-
figured out what's up with
Forearm shiver.
Savannah?
Um,
You were doing some investigative journalism there last time.
No, I think she's a platoon hitter.
Yeah. So they got Elise
Platoon, you
Faxon.
hit certain pitchers.
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually pretty cool.
She's
Yeah, like
leading the
Joey
way.
Gallo.
44 hits in the year. Which
that's
is
not. I wouldn't want to
insane.
be compared to Joey Gallo.
Joey Gallo's OPSing over 900.
Now
Hey, he's in the league.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not in the league.
No,
oh my
really?
God.
I'm not.
You didn't even know what ERA was.
Like you said,
You're poisoning my mind with this nonsense.
they have a lot of underclassmen this year, but they're also losing 5 seniors for next year.
Five
So,
key seniors.
But it's just the program's loaded. Like
yeah, but when you're
the
leaving,
middle school program's got a lot of young.
You're
Who's the
losing-
coach down there? Healy?
You're actually losing 6 seniors, I think. Moose.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
I was talking
No,
about
no,
5
you-
of
you seem like a
the
softball
hitters
guy.
in the lineup.
Ah, okay. Gotcha.
Yep.
But I mean, anything.
Emma McElroy's batting 479.
Dude, she's really athletic. Center field, she's really athletic. She was tracking down she's fast. What do you guys always have a problem with? Like,
I just saw something
NBA,
on
Lakers.
YouTube.
Lakers just got swept.
Good.
Yeah.
LeBron can go sit in his mansion now and complain
Yeah.
about everything.
Yeah.
I feel bad for him. He could buy the bank that owns my house, then foreclose my house.
You definitely just saw that Batman clip. That's what you're quoting.
No, it was actually Ninja.
But I think that's all for GL
Today.
Sports Zone. In the zone.
Yep.
John, you know what? John, you get to do the outro. We'll go that. Look at the camera. Look at the
You're in the zone. Get out of the zone.